One, a University high school student charged with vehicular homicide for that tragic crash that killed two classmates. Sophomores Josie Fryer and Mackenzie Mott died after the car they were passengers in hit a curb and then slammed into a tree. KXLY4's Jeff Humphrey is working for you at the crash scene now. And Jeff, investigators say that the driver lost control trying to jump a hill where you are on Bates Road, right?
Nadine, if you can get your car going fast enough, you can get a little bit of air on a bump on the road known as the Ponderosa Jump. Detectives say excessive speed caused this fatal crash, and now the Spokane Valley Police Department is planning more traffic patrols in this area.
The 16-year-old behind the wheel of the wrecked car was not under the influence. DUI is the most common way you can be charged with vehicular homicide. Instead, this young man's in trouble because the investigation showed his speed and actions were reckless.
The speed range was at or above highway speeds, which obviously right there you're disregarding the safety of others, and it's extremely reckless.
The posted limit in this neighborhood is 25 miles an hour. The investigation showed the teens were going more than twice that speed as they approached the crest of a hill known as the Ponderosa Jump.
2 people are dead. Need I say more?
Terry Reinhardt says he's sad but not surprised by the fatal crash here. Drivers young and old tear through this neighborhood, and Reinhardt worries about pets and kids crossing the roadway.
Even if that car hadn't been involved in an accident but was going 65 miles an hour or thereabouts, he would not have been able to stop before a collision.
And so now, Spokane Valley Police plan to put a lot more patrols in this neighborhood.
Any extra patrol units, as far as when they're not busy on other calls for service, to be more visible in that area to deter any behavior like this in the future, obviously.
And so Chief Rick Van Leuven of the Spokane Valley Police Department is hoping that his officers will do some ticket writing here, that word will get around to local high schools, and we can hopefully avoid any more nice kids ending up in terrible collisions here on the Ponderosa Jump. Nadine?
It really is a terrible situation, Jeff. So now that detectives have asked for these vehicular homicide charges, what's going to happen to the young driver?
Well, after talking to the families of the 2 young lady victims, I think you will see the prosecutor go ahead and file charges in this case because the 16-year-old driver has no criminal history. He'll be likely prosecuted as a juvenile, and if he is found guilty, Nadine, he's looking at about 25 weeks behind bars for each of these vehicular homicide accounts. Nobody wins in this particular situation, unfortunately, but you should know that this young man had just gotten his driver's license that very same day, and because of that, the restrictions on that new license that prohibit him from having those friends in his car in the first place. Reporting live in Spokane Valley, Jeff Humphrey, KXLY4.